lot of identity to be found with every team.
We'll be watching the battle tonight between MP and Paul George. And neither will know what to expect, as this will be the first time they've ever played against each other.
Yeah, tough challenge with George because of that versatility. Even when you take one or even two things away, he finds another counter.
Definitely going to be interesting to see how MP has prepared and gets established offensively and defensively early on.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Clock at 4. From 20 feet out, the shot's good from Claxton.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Leonard. This game he had 12. Lets it go. It's hauled in by Claxton. Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds. And Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop the ability to play facing up to the basket.
And Paul George, a gifted passer at his size. He can see anywhere on the floor.
The alley-oop here, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Boston. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And right now, Brooklyn, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Wasting zero time. Kawhi Leonard knew what he wanted to do.
Dinwiddie against Westbrook. MP up top. Fires for 3. Traps in the tray.
Great idea to get your secondary scores involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Dinwiddie passes to Adams. Down low. Here's Claxton. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Leonard on the wing. Fade away. Again, Leonard missing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
MP passes to Johnson. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Nice feed from MP. Head on a swivel.
Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Knicks in New York.
You guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
Now, here's Bridges. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. MP passes to Claxton. Out to Bridges. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Johnson's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just
George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest, maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
So for the Nets, Dorian. Timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. Number 1, the Nets.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Powell. Martin is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Mann in at the 1 spot. Nets trail by 4. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Clippers have their sights set high. Coach Tyronn Lue says this is definitely a championship team, but it's not going to just come. We've got to put the work in. There's got to be a lot of sacrifices. If we come together and do the right things, we definitely have a chance. Kevin, back to you.
And David, he's a big reason why. Thanks so much. And that one falls for Bridges. And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that leap?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
All free throws good from Bridges.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Plumlee. 14 points from him the last game against New York. The rebound by Watford.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Adams with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Dinwiddie passes to Adams. There's the pick. The pass to Watford. Over Plumlee. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. Has to have a body on him every time he's down there. He is a great leaper for his size and gets off the floor so quickly. Sneaks behind the defense for that alley-oop.
MP against George. In the corner, it's Bridges. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And load management, a term, Greg, that's been associated with the Clippers.
And Kawhi rightfully managing his return from ACL injury with care. It's harder to build chemistry when guys are out, but it's all about staying healthy for the postseason.
And the blows going back and forth early here between E and MP. And really, this matchup is turning out to be quite a head-to-head battle.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. 24th point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Plumlee finds George. High post try, and it's good. 2 points. Now it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
An efficient mid-range shooter. It's because PG practices those types of shots. Listen up, kids.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Hello?
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Trendon Watford. Johnson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Thomas subbed in for Mikal Bridges. The Clippers also making some changes. Marcus Morris comes in for Martin. And it's Leonard in for George. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Dinwiddie with it. Still without a basket. Adams with the screen on Westbrook. Dinwiddie against Westbrook. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Powell inside. Covered by MP. The shot by Powell, no good. Throws it up high, and he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, got to get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. So it's the Clippers now. They lead by 4. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And they don't want a repeat of what happened last year here. They know this is an opponent they can handle, and they don't want to give away anything like they did last year.
Here's Adams, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
You guys, a big part of what makes MP special is his incredible work ethic. This is a guy who's just always in hustle mode. Every play trying to do more for his team.
And the Nets making a change here. Bridges checks in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. Adams wide open. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd assist on the night. Bridges against Leonard. Morris with a screen on Bridges. Spins. And a missed layup. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top, up by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
Hello and welcome. Let's get right into it. The story tonight is a tight matchup for the Clippers after 2 quarters.
You love what their second unit has done. Major contributions offensively. I just wonder if they can keep it up.
Well, it's been part of their identity, having interchangeable parts. It's just how this team is built. Okay, and now moving on to what's been a fantastic head-to-head matchup at the 2-guard spot.
This shooting guard matchup has provided a lot of entertainment already. Major contributions from both players so far. And as a fan, man, you got to enjoy.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The forward spots will be Bridges and Johnson. Then it's MP. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. The Clippers in the lead. A 2-time Finals MVP, Kawhi Leonard. Brent, he's shown he can dominate at the highest of levels.
And when he dominates every facet of the game at his peak. Kawhi is one of the most impactful players this game has ever seen. Some great hustle points right there from Kawhi. His ability to crash the boards, man, that's valuable.
Back to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. MP passes to Claxton for the tie. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Johnson finds MP. Johnson with a screen on George. The drive by MP.
An area where Johnson has improved, rolling off the screen and getting downhill.
Clippers leading by 4. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Leonard against Bridges. From deep, Johnson. And he's good on the 3-ball. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's what makes Johnson so difficult to guard. He's got that quick trigger.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Adams. Stolen by George. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. There's Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook. And Adams has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Claxton. Out to Bridges. Nets passing it around. Adams against George. Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Adams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside Westbrook. Entered on the wing. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George is one of the game's premier two-way wings. He says, I believe in my talent and what I can do, but I feel my job is to make everybody better. That's what I try to do when I'm on the floor. Just make the game easy for everybody, whether it's creating or just being aggressive and making reads off of that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David lets the game come to him.